Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Hour of Power from Herbal Blessings. I'm sitting in for Eric T today. It's Malcolm Morrow. Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Herbal Blessings Hour of Power. Today, we are always here to empower you to be the best you were created to be. Today's topics that we're going to get into are going to be blood sugar management, change in weather and how that can affect your health, building generational wealth in our community, and do we have the capacity to make that happen? So, peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome to Herbal Blessings Hour of Power. We like to start off every episode with a positive affirmation for you all to build off of. These are statements that are repeated to encourage and uplift the person speaking them. In reality, a positive affirmation is actually part of the language of the brain. So please repeat after us as we say the affirmation. I express gratitude for every breath. The greatest gift you can give your family and the world is a healthy you. And the secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, or not to anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. If you love our if you love our weekly affirmations, please download the Herbal Blessings app off whatever app store you're using, whether that's the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. It not only gives you great morning motivation, it has information to help you start your journey to better health, videos, plant-based recipes, and if you're curious about a plant-based lifestyle or tired of being sick and want to try something new, definitely join the Herbal Blessings community. We are still in the midst of the COVID-19 epidemic currently, and we always want to remind you all to flatten the curve, keep that preventive care going, and keep that immune system boosted up. It's our responsibility to practice social distancing, wear a mask, wash our hands, but remember that your immune system needs certain foods and herbs to assist itself and to keep it built up. Your immune system is designed to fight off germs, viruses, and more. At Herbal Blessings, we're here to support you to your journey to better health. A few things that we have to recommend to keep that immune system boosted up is our Antiviral Pack, which consists of the Herbal Antiviral Capsule, the Herbal Antiviral Tea, the 16-ounce elderberry elixir, which is enough for the whole family to take on a daily basis. And you can also swap that out. You can also swap out the essential blend capsules for actual sea moss gel, and we also have a blood cleanser, which you can switch between that or the Jaffa tonic. So our product of the day is going to be the elderberry. The elderberry is one of the things I mentioned as a part of our herbal antiviral pack. Elderberry is rich in antioxidants, is great for boosting the immune system, is high in vitamin C, helps to break down mucus in the body, boosts the immune system, and helps to prevent diseases such as colds, flu, and can even help prevent COVID-19. So we have a story from a customer that sent in a real review. So I'm gonna get into that right quickly. Um, baby of a young girl, mother of a young girl named Summer. My 2-year-old daughter had been taking elderberry syrup from Whole Foods, but was still getting cold. A coworker told me to try Herbal Bless. I could tell the difference when I first opened it and started pouring it on the spoon. I gave it to her 3 times a day. After one day, we were able to get her temp down or relax enough to go to sleep, and she pooped for the first time in 4 days. My grandma has been saying Summer needed to push out the germs from her stool, and the elderberry gave her that extra push to get all of those toxins and all of those germs that had built up in her body out. The elderberry thanks herbal blessings for your health. You have a mommy that believes in your elderberry for life. Those are the kind of stories we love to hear. We love to hear how our products are helping you. We love to hear how they're helping your children, how they're keeping your family safe, and how they're keeping people from being sick. So if you have any stories of that nature, please don't hesitate to send them in to us, whether it's at info@newchemist.com by email, or you can send them over to our Facebook page or Instagram. And the Facebook page is Plant Based Family Presents Herbal Blessings. The Instagram is at Herbal Blessings _ So just to get into today's topic, first up, we're going to be talking about blood sugar management. Blood sugar is an issue that plagues a lot of people in the Black community of all age ranges. It's not something that's just for older people. It's something that can also affect people from as early as their teenage years. Eric T., the owner of Herbal Blessings and the usual host of the show, was actually pre-diabetic himself, which was what spurred him to make a lifestyle change of becoming plant-based, incorporating herbs into his diet and his daily regimen. And this helped him to clean out his pancreas and get his blood sugar levels back to control level. So a lot of times people like to, a lot of times people refer to diabetes as sugar, but diabetes doesn't just come from sugary products, and it's not only affected by sugary products. Dairy products can also affect diabetes. When it breaks down into the body, it turns into sugar. Lots of breads, pastas, things of that nature, when they break down into the body, they turn into sugar. So you have to be cautious of the things that you're putting into your body when you are pre-diabetic, or even if you have been diagnosed with actually having the disease diabetes. We have a diabetes blend in the shop, and what it's designed to do is help cleanse the pancreas out and regulate your blood sugar level. We also have a blend called Sugar Buster. Now, what Sugar Buster is designed to do is help fight off cravings for sweet and sugar, and also help to cleanse it out of the body. The ingredients in this are Gymnema sylvester, fenugreek, cloves, ginger, burdock, cinnamon, garcinia, and hibiscus. Gymnema sylvester is a herb that is known for helping people to get over sugar cravings. It makes it so that the taste of sugar is almost intolerable to you once it's built up enough in the system. So this is a great thing that people can take if they just have like a quote unquote sweet tooth and they just can't stay away from different snack cakes. If you getting extra dessert when you go out, things of that nature, this will be a great blend for you to incorporate into your regimen because it's going to help you control those sugar cravings. And it's also going to help your body process that sugar in different ways. Burdock root is another main ingredient in it. And this is going to be the blood cleanser. This is going to help remove those excess sugar molecules out of the body and help to reduce the amount of them that is in the actual bloodstream, which in turn is going to help you reduce those cravings for sugar. Now, the diabetes blend itself has a lot of these same ingredients in there, but it's not designed for keeping your sugar craving away. More so, it's designed to help get the body back into a state of repair from the actual disease of diabetes. So it's going to be helping to clean out your pancreas, which is where diabetes first starts out in the body. When your body isn't able to produce enough insulin to break down the amount of sugar that it's taking in on a regular basis, that starts to toxify your pancreas, which leads to it not being able to break those sugar molecules down efficiently. Once that happens, you start having things like high blood sugar, which means you have like high concentration of those sugar molecules going through your body because the cleanser that's designed to cleanse the excess away is not performing at its optimal level. When it comes to blood sugar, this is something that the community just needs to know more about and better ways to control it, different things that you can incorporate into your diet, such as okra. Okra is a great way to control blood sugar. In some ways, okra is seen as a herb that can almost be seen as a natural form of insulin with the way that it can help regulate your blood sugar level. It's also one of the main ingredients in diabetes. So while you're getting that detoxification and you are getting those sugar levels regulated, you are also getting something that's helping your body to be able to break down the sugar molecules that's already there and the ones that you might take in the future. The phone lines are open if anybody would like to call in, ask me any questions about how to improve their situation if they are diabetic, if they are pre-diabetic, some things that they can do for preventative care, and things of that nature. Yes, definitely adding okra into some water, or like when you boiling some okra in a pot and taking that little excess and draining some of it off and putting it in a glass of water is a great way to help regulate your blood sugar. Thank you for that, Ms. Smith. Hello, this is Malcolm. You called the Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Malcolm, I was curious if you could tell me something that will help blood sugar, not blood sugar, blood pressure for maybe a male that's like 25.
Okay.
That they can take. They don't want to take any vinegar or nothing like that, but what's good for it?
We have a few different options for that at the shop. We have a high blood pressure capsule blend. What that's designed to do is help to lower and regulate your blood pressure. And it's also going to help to remove excess toxins from the blood, help to break down plaque, things like that that constrict the blood vessels. We also have the CMOS product. CMOS is going to give you 89 of the 102 minerals the body is made of, but it also helps to naturally regulate your blood pressure and blood sugar levels as well. So that's two things you could do together since he doesn't want to do anything like vinegar or anything of that nature. He could do those two things together to help regulate his blood pressure naturally.
Okay, where's your store located?
It's located at 614 North Ferry Street.
Oh, okay, on Ferry Street. Okay.
Yes,
what's your operation hours?
We're open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6.
Okay. Okay, Monday through Saturday from 11 to 6. Okay. Say that 610 North Ferry Street.
614.
614. Okay,
Yes,
all
ma'am.
right then. I might stop there in a few minutes. I'm in my car. Okay.
All right, we'll be waiting for you.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you. Bye-bye. So yes, as you just heard, we have a few different things for high blood pressure, blood sugar, boosting your immune system, which is very important right now as the numbers of COVID diagnosis continue to rise. The Delta variant is out there, and it's just important to make sure that you're keeping yourself and your family protected from this virus as it's out here. Make sure you're wearing your mask, keeping your hands clean, taking some elderberry, taking some sea moss, because you don't want any mucus setting up in the body. If you get an excess of mucus in the body, that's the place where disease loves to set up. Well, thanks for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yeah, you said it's like to be born in okra and dressed it, to make it all of it and everything. What's so special in that that you did that?
The actual, I guess you wouldn't call it pot liquor, but like the actual water that you're boiling the okra in, if you drain some of that off and drink it, that's just a great way to naturally like regulate and control your blood sugar level. Okra has a lot of different minerals in there that's good for your blood sugar, and that's why they say it acts almost as a natural insulin.
So what is first that each kind of bit of just boil
If you just eat a lot of boiled okra,
over?
I mean that'll help as well, but it's just something about pouring that water off after you boil the okra in the pot. That actual okra water is something specific about it that helps to break those sugar molecules down in the body more efficient. Yes, sir.
That's my first time ever hear that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's also one of the ingredients in our diabetes blend, okra.
But I heard a guy say one time, what is moss that hangs out of the tree?
The moss that hangs out of a tree, what about it?
They say that I heard a guy say one time that he had blood sugar problems and he was blowing in that moss that hangs out of the tree and drink that too much. Have you ever heard that?
See, that one I'm not familiar with. I'm more familiar with the okra. I've heard of the okra before, but depending on what kind of moss it is, they could potentially help to regulate blood sugar and things of that nature. But I'm not familiar with it myself. But I do know that okra is a great way to control blood sugar naturally.
Yeah, that sounds like one of the old home records. So, but like I said, I heard it. He's not the first one I heard it say it.
Right. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Well, I do appreciate your call.
Hey, look here.
Yes, sir.
When your cafeteria gonna be open?
Oh, the restaurant is open currently. So the restaurant Meals at Hill is open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 3 o'clock p.m. Pretty much every day is going to be a different variety of things you can get. You can view our menus on our social media pages. You can also view it on the website. And if you want to just call, you can also call up to the shop and just ask what's on the menu for that day as well.
Yeah, that's kind of good.
Yes, sir. Today they had pecan spaghetti. Mm-hmm. Thank you for calling. So yes, thank you for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Hi, Malcolm.
Hey, how are you?
I'm well. I have a question concerning arthritis and bursitis, achy bones, and joints.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you recommend for that issue?
For arthritis, achy bones, and joints, I would recommend starting off with something that's going to help with that internal inflammation that you're experiencing. So I would start off with either our arthritis blend. We also have a magic joint support blend, and you could always pair those with CMOS. So the arthritis blend and the magic joint support blend are both designed to help break up inflammation that will specifically affect the joint, affect the muscles, just cause those aches and pains that you might feel going through the day and things of that nature. Sea moss is going to provide the body with the essential minerals it needs to perform at its optimal level, while also providing the body with some anti-inflammatory benefits as well. So, and also with sea moss, you can use it topically and internally. So you can rub it right on the area that's hurting, and that'll help draw out some of that excess inflammation. And I would also recommend CBD products. And you don't have to take CBD products internally. There are a number of external topical CBD products that you can take that are excellent for pain management, great for helping to aid in breaking up inflammation, and can be applied very easily. They're not greasy, messy, or anything like that.
Okay, are you still located at the Richard Mall?
Yes, ma'am. We do have the kiosk location on the second level of North Park Mall, right there in front of Route 21. And if you wanted to, and just depending on what you would want to get, we typically don't have the CBD products at the kiosk location, but if you call ahead and let us know you're gonna want it, we can have it up there for you.
Okay, I missed the, what is it for today? The confirmation for today. Can you repeat that for me, please?
The affirmation of the day, yes, ma'am.
Affirmation. Oops, sorry about that.
Oh no, you fine.
Okay, good. I'm ready.
The affirmation for today is I express gratitude for every bit breath. So that just means being thankful that you're even here to exist in this world another day. No matter what's going on, no matter what's on your mind, just taking out the time to be grateful for the fact that you're still here and you still have another chance to be better than you were the day before.
Malcolm, I'm a little bit tickled, but I'm so serious, and I appreciate that. And my comment about this affirmation is amen.
Yes, ma'am. Well,
Thank you so.
I'm glad that
Amen.
it spoke a message to you today.
Definitely, no doubt about it. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you for calling. Check and see what we have going on over here on social media right quick. Miss Renee Smith, you interested in the antiviral package? The antiviral package would be something great for you and your whole family to take because it gives you a little bit of everything that's essential for helping to prevent COVID, prevent flus, prevent colds. I know a lot of kids are going back to school right now. They're going to school in person rather than doing virtual, so they're being around people a lot more than they were. So that elderberry would be perfect for them to take every day in the morning before heading out. You all could like drink a cup of that tea at nighttime, just as a family, sit down, drink a cup of that tea maybe twice a week or something like that. And all of these things are going to help make your body an inhospitable environment for COVID, flu, basically germs of any nature. It's just gonna help to boost your immune system. So I would definitely recommend you coming by the shop and checking it out. Get the chance. So as I was saying before, just keeping your immune system built up as we're going through this time of epidemic with COVID, as the numbers are rising, these variants are coming out, we're having a lot more people getting sick. Just make sure that you're doing the things to keep you and your family safe. Keep your mask on. Make sure that you're taking some type of supplements to keep your immune system boosted up. Definitely get some natural herbs into the system. That includes elderberry, sea moss. As mentioned, a lot of people are taking zinc to help boost up the immune system as well. These are all great things to incorporate into your daily routine just to keep you safe and keep those around you safe. So I'm going to get into our sponsors for today. Our first sponsor today is EJ's Lemonade, sold exclusively at Herbal Blessings and Meals That Heal. It is the tastiest, healthiest juice you will ever try. EJ's Lemonade is an all natural lemonade offering a delicious alternative to artificially flavored lemonade. EJ's Lemonade is made with real fruit juice, medicinal herbs, spring water, and agave. We also have EJ Popsicles, which are made from the EJ's Lemonade. Those popsicles are really good, perfect way to cool down on a hot day. I know we finna move more over into fall, but it would be a perfect treat for the kids on a Saturday, Sunday after school, whenever. Next up, we have Cody Hobbs of Alpha Insurance. Hobbs is dedicated to providing you quality protection at competitive prices. His success will be measured by your success. Please contact Cody Hobbs today for all of your insurance needs. Phone number is 601-321-9364, and his office is located at 1500 Jacksonian Plaza, Suite A, Jackson, Mississippi. Remember, life insurance matters. And that's so true. It's so often that we get so caught up in different things and people pass away and they don't have life insurance policies and that burden falls over on the next person, or someone passes away suddenly and they can't leave anything behind to help take care of their family. Please make sure that you get yourself some life insurance if you're able. It'll make a world of difference. Next up, we have our favorite vegan electrician, T&K White Electric Company, serving the greater Metro Jackson need for electrical services. Family owned and operated by Tim and Kim White. Call 601-456-0803. Total receptacle replacement for $799. Can't beat that. Finally, last but not least, we have Meals That Heal, the first plant-based restaurant in Jackson, Mississippi, located at 612 North Fair Street in downtown Jackson. We are open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 to 3 p.m. We do not cook meat, poultry, seafood, or eggs in our kitchen. Meals That Heal generational wealth is coming up more often now because we have more people that are starting their own businesses, especially since the pandemic has been going on. A lot of people were out of work. So you've seen a boom in people creating these businesses themselves here, and just creating a way for them to keep income coming in without depending on somebody else. So when it comes to generational wealth, that's the idea that you are taking these businesses that you're getting started and building them into something that you can pass down from generation to generation. So the tax business that you start now could be a business that you could pass down to your son or daughter in the future. So what are some of you all's opinions? Do you think that the black community as a whole or people in general are putting the effort in right now to build these types of generational wealth? Like how many of us out here are investing in our dreams and our ideas and trying to bring them into fruition? And how many of us have kind of fallen into being kind of complacent in where we are and thinking that that's all that there is that we should be doing? I personally have always been an idea person. I'm always somebody that's coming up with different things, and I always try to figure out a way that I can take that to the next level. If I have a really good idea, even if I don't use it for myself, I'll pass it on to somebody I think can make good use of it. So that's one of the ways I feel like I'm investing in building generational wealth for me and my family. Like, what are some ways that you all are building generational wealth for you and your family? Like, what are some things, some ventures that you're investing in, or maybe some classes, some courses, things of that nature that you're investing in to help take dreams and ideas that you have to the next level, and taking it from just something that you might consider a hobby to something that is a legitimate business. And the phone lines are open, so if you want to call in and speak on the topic, please feel free to do so. So another thing is, like, how are we nationally working towards building a generational wealth? And in my opinion, I feel like I see way more people supporting Black-owned businesses as of late than I have seen in the past, and they are doing so in just much larger numbers. But with that large influx of people coming in, well, thanks for calling the Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
meals and fields. You don't have
Catering service. I'm not sure if they're doing it already, but that's definitely something that you could send them an email about. And the email address for that would be info, info, at newchemet.com. And New Chemet is spelled NU dash KEMET. And that's newchemet.com. So definitely send them a message and ask. That might be something that they're willing to do, because I know that in the past they have had like special orders where they cook meals for like a large group of people. But I don't know if you would necessarily just say it's just catering right off. But I know that um they have made arrangements for people to get like group meals and things of that nature. So yes, sir. All right, thank you for calling in. And when you see like when you think of like national ways that people are investing in Black-owned businesses and helping to build their generational wealth, I would think of like the way that things like Small Business Saturday, how that helps to promote Black-owned businesses a lot more, because a lot of Black-owned businesses are starting off as small businesses and then they tend to grow from there. So I think that that's one thing that's like a national idea. And I also just think that the overall pride that Black people have in themselves right now in a lot of areas has people coming and want to support other Black people, even Black people that you might not think are showing support to these types of companies and these types of business. So it's saying that the racial wealth gap isn't going anywhere. And that is very true, because it's true that the dollar doesn't last as long in the Black community as it does in other communities. And I mean, I'm not sure how those numbers still look now, just based on how often I see people supporting and buying things from other Black people, whether it be online, whether it be at a pop-up shop. I feel like I see more Black people wearing things that they bought from a boutique, or using more herbs and things that they got from our shop, or have crafted themselves from herbs that they got from our shop and things of that nature, than it is people really just rushing out to support other businesses. And if they are going out there supporting other businesses, I feel like most of the time that's just due to the convenience and familiarity of that business and just already knowing it's there. But I think that one way we could start keeping more of the Black dollars in the community itself would be if we were to just promote even more what's going on, and figure out new avenues to promote, like to get it in front of people who wouldn't normally see it. Because a lot of people just don't even know what's going on to come support it. So I don't just always think that it's the negative of people don't want to support, or people don't want to keep money in the Black community. I just think that a lot of people aren't aware of the full extent of options that are available for us in the Black community, where we don't have to go outside of it to get things that we may want or need, regardless of what it is. However, when you look at the communities, when you look at our school systems, things of that nature, you do notice the disparities that are at play, whether it be lack of funding for schools, the fact that our streets and things don't look as pristine as other streets and things of that nature, which is more of an infrastructure issue than anything, just because of the type of dirt that the streets are laid out on top of. Um, when you think about just ways that other cities and communities are able to build themselves up. And something I really didn't know until recently was that a lot of the school districts outside of Jackson have a lot of private donors that come in and donate money to different causes at the school, help the school to raise funds to buy different things for the school and keep all this technological advancement, in addition to the fact that they're getting money from the government and things of that nature. Then you also take into the fact that in Jackson we have way more schools than they have in these surrounding counties. They pretty much have one school per grade level. So all of that funding they're getting is going to those things, that one school for that one age demographic. And then you're getting all of these excess donations from parents that work, parents that children go there, different people that just so happen to live in the community, may own a business or donate things. So I feel like if we can come together and start doing more of those things, or just have even creating the capacity to do more of those things, I think that's one of the turning points that we could see more people being able to invest in themselves and more people getting the kind of educations and things that they can use to build themselves up from there, from grade school age before you even make it to college. It says that the national buying power of blacks in 2019 was $1.6 trillion. $1.6 trillion. That is a lot of money being spent. According to the report by the Select Center for Economic Growth. However, this number has nothing to do with wealth within the community, since that money has already been accounted for and spent. By definition, buying power consists of the exchange of goods and services and the needs within our community. Hmm. So basically, what it's saying is that even though we have such a large amount of money that we are spending into other things, this large amount of money that we're putting into the economy on a consistent basis, that it's not reflected in our communities because it's being spent elsewhere. So that basically gets back to my last point. Like, we have so many different options for places to eat in Jackson, places to shop in Jackson. Especially now, you have so many different boutiques you can get clothes from. You have so many different hairstylists you can get your hair done. You have so many different people providing services now. But a lot of people would still prefer to go and shop in places like the Renaissance, or go and shop at the outlets in Pearl, or go and shop basically anywhere outside of Jackson. And there's a number of reasons for that, including like the fact that the news is often talking about the violence that goes on in Jackson, which has a lot of people fearfully living fearfully going around the city and feeling like something is going to happen to them potentially, so they prefer to go somewhere else when they know they're going to be out and about for an extended period of time. However, like, I rarely go outside of Jackson and spend any money. Like, I don't go shopping in Pearl. I don't go shopping in Madison. Like, the most out of Jackson shopping I do is North Park, and that's bare. Most of the things I buy, I get them from like a locally owned black business, or like just a local vendor of some kind. Like, regardless of what it is, I'm gonna be getting it locally in Jackson. I'm not gonna be getting it from a big box store or anything like that, unless we're talking about like groceries. So that's just something to consider. Like, that's one way to keep dollars in Jackson and keep dollars in our community, is to shop here in our community. and to not, and to, is really is time. I feel like one thing that we should stop is we need to get away from the stigma that black owned businesses are somehow like less professional than other businesses that are out there. I feel like that's a stigma that's just naturally ingrained into people because they see it so much on a consistent basis going through the day, going whatever. It's always a debated topic of anytime somebody is not pleased with something that went on at a business or something like that. In some cases, they'll be more understanding if it's not a black owned business, and black owned businesses can get held to a higher standard. And I feel like sometimes it's unfair, and sometimes I feel it's justified. It really is a situation by situation basis. So, what are some of you all's opinions on this? Call in, drop me a comment, let me know what you think about it. Like, what's your opinion on generational wealth and the buying power of black people and how that affects the community, either in a positive way or a negative way? Like, let me know what you all think about it. And just while I'm waiting to see if I'm gonna get any call-ins, any comments, I'm just gonna remind you all of some information We have the new location. It's a secondary location in North Park Mall. It's a kiosk on the second floor of North Park Mall, right in front of Route 21. So if you come in through the entrance over by Bill and you see the Victoria's Secret all of that, we right there in front of Route 21. And you can come by if you live closer to that area. We have sea moss, we have elderberry, we have incense, sage, we have Jafrica tonic, we have EJ's lemonade available for purchase over at the kiosk. So pretty much anything that you would go to the shop for, if you find yourself over there in that North Park Mall area, why don't you just come on over there, check us out, and shop with us. Hello, thank you for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yeah, what's the importance of elderberry?
Elderberry is really good for helping to build up and boost the immune system. So what that means is it's going to help to provide the body with excess vitamin C. It's also going to help build up iron in the body, which is good for fortifying the blood, which helps to keep you from being able to hold on to different germs and toxins, things like that that you may take in. It helps to move it around to the organs that help eliminate it. It's great for breaking up mucus. It's a low-grade anti-inflammatory, but the main thing is that it is going to help improve your immune system to prevent you from getting things like cold, the flu, and the COVID virus. Yes, sir.
Black business.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think one of the main policies in open black business?
Well, I think that in recent years, like, it's less hold up to open black business. Like I was saying, I've seen a lot of black businesses opening and flourishing ever since the pandemic started. So many people were out of work, so many people's jobs, let them go, put them on leave, things of that nature. So I think the main thing that's keeping people from starting black-owned businesses is just honestly the knowledge of knowing where to start and what they want to do to go into business, actually.
All right.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Thank you for calling. All right. So we're getting close to the end of the show today. And I just wanted to come back and reiterate that. Hello, thank you for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing fine, sir. Well, look, I just wanted to ask you, what is good for, like an abscess, or, like what you have, like an antibiotic? And could you repeat what you said about what y'all sell for mucus?
For me?
And, yes, sir, for like mucus in the body or whatever.
Yes, ma'am.
And also, my son had told me to tell you he really likes the living bitters that he got from you all. Is really working well.
I'm great.
So
I'm
he
glad to
told me to
hear
make
it.
sure I told you that.
I'm
Yes,
glad to
sir.
hear it.
And I think that, with the black businesses, I think a lot of people may be scared to start it because they feel like it's gonna fail. That might be a fear,
Mm-hmm.
and they're just scared to continue. Because there's been so much static with us. When it comes to businesses and all, and we've got like a bad rap. But the thing to do is like, everyone has a talent within themselves. God gave us all a talent, so we have to develop our talent and trust Him to help us. In that way, we can make it regardless of what people say.
Yes,
So
ma'am. I
that's what
agree.
I wanted to say.
I totally agree with that.
Yes, sir.
And for the abscess, we have a herbal antibiotic capsule.
Uh huh.
And is it an abscess like a dental abscess?
Yeah, dental.
Uh-huh. Okay. So we have a herbal antibiotic capsule. We also have a herbal antibiotic tea.
Uh huh.
We also have the wild lettuce tea, which is really good for like any kind of dental pain that you might have. And that herbal
Okay.
antibiotic tea is going to be really good for helping to clean out any kind of infection that you might have that's setting up in your dental in your gums or anything like that that's causing that flare up.
Okay.
And for the mucus, we have the mucus blaster capsule, the mucus
Uh
blaster
huh.
tea, and the elderberry. So all three of those
Okay.
products are excellent for breaking up mucus in the body and helping to flush it on out. I take
Okay.
the elderberry on a consistent basis just to kind of keep my immune system boosted up and to help break up excess mucus because my sinuses get
Okay.
inflamed very easily.
Okay. So the elderberry is good for sinuses and stuff.
It can definitely help out with
Okay.
sinuses, allergies, things like that, because it's an
Okay.
anti-inflammatory. It's a low-grade anti-inflammatory, and it's also gonna help to break that mucus up and thin that mucus out that's located in your sinuses and maybe giving you some issues.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Well,
hmm
that sounds great. I'm looking forward to trying that. I appreciate it.
No problem. Thank you for calling.
Okay. Bye bye.
Bye bye. All right. So I know that winter time is coming up, so I know a lot of people are concerned about, making sure that they're staying well. Hopefully, the information that I've given you today has let you all know what options you have out there, options that you can find right there at the shop, Herbal Blessings at 614 North Ferry Street. You can come in, you can talk to me or one of the other consultants. We'll be sure to get you the products that you need to assist you on your journey to better health. I would also recommend as we enter into these winter months, just start to kind of make some changes in your diet. One thing that you can do that will help prevent you from being able to get colds, flus, things of that nature. Reduce the amount of dairy products you're intaking or take them out of your diet altogether. Dairy products are one of the most mucus causing things that you can ingest into the body. Once it breaks down, it turns into sugar, and that sugar is going to turn into inflammation. If that inflammation is not worked out of the body, it will sit and turn into mucus. Once you have mucus just sitting in your lungs, you have mucus sitting in your throat, mucus sitting in your sinuses, wherever it decides to set up shop, that's going to cause a lot of issues for you because once that mucus sets up shop, it attracts disease, and that's the last thing that you want. And a lot of people will say things like, well, mucus is good for the body. Your body is supposed to produce mucus. This is true, but your body is not supposed to produce excess mucus, and that's where the issue comes in. Once you have excess mucus built up in the body, that's when all those other issues I just spoke of can arise. One more new reminder for you all. We are currently expanding Herbal Blessings and we are looking for people to add to the team. So if you are looking for an opportunity to work in an environment where you are more than a number, ready for a healthy working environment where you will be supported, then send your application to be a consultant with Herbal Blessings to info@newchemet.com. Please send in a resume, send in your name, send in any experience that you might have working with herbs. Uh, and it's a lot of different things that you can find your way to kind of fit into the flow of how business is operated. The vibe is always really nice. I really enjoy working with my coworkers. So if you're interested in coming in and joining the team, be sure to send your resume and just your experience over to info@newchemic.com. And I just want to reiterate one more time the importance of the Herbal Antiviral Package and how that is the perfect thing to keep the entire family safe and keep their immune system boosted up throughout this COVID pandemic because you're going to get the elderberry, the herbal antiviral capsules. Well, thank you for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yeah, what you close out now, not Paris, who you close by, if I wish to come down there to the store.
Oh, will we close by?
Yeah.
The shop on Fair Street is right next door to Marshall's Bookstore, which is the oldest black-owned bookstore in America, and it's right across the street from Fair Street Baptist Church. So if you're coming down, you're gonna come past Collins and Collins Funeral Home and Big Apple Inn. You're gonna pass by Johnny T's, and once you see Fair Street Baptist Church, we'll be directly across the street from there.
Okay, I think I might find it then.
Yes, sir.
What did I have to do for diabetes? If you're trying to lose weight or something like that.
For diabetics and for trying to lose weight, for diabetics, we have a diabetes blend, and that was one of the ones I talked about earlier in the show. So the diabetes blend is designed to help cleanse toxins out of the pancreas, and it's also designed to help to lower and regulate your blood sugar. Your pancreas is where diabetes starts because once it gets inflamed with those toxins, it's not going to help break down those sugar molecules the way it's supposed to, which leads to you having excess sugar in your bloodstream, which is what causes the diabetes, causes the high blood sugar and things of that nature. Now for weight loss, we have the digestive capsules, digestive repair capsules. And what that's going to do is break up waste that's trapped in your system. It's going to clean waste off your colon wall and intestinal wall. And that's very important. That's great to take along with those diabetes capsules because it's going to help you to better absorb those minerals from the herbs that's in the diabetes capsule. A lot of people don't know that a lot of disease starts off in the gut. So by keeping your gut and your digestive system cleaned out, that helps to reduce the chances of disease and infection, and it also helps to put the body in a state of repair. So I would recommend those too. And we also have the diabetes package, which consists of the diabetes capsule, the digestive repair, a blood cleanser, and you're also gonna get a sea moss. And you can choose if you want a liquid sea moss, the sea moss gel or the capsules, and then you can get the Jaffa Tonic blood cleanser, which is a liquid, or you can get the blood cleanser capsule. And all of that's gonna work together to help put your body in a state of repair so that you can help deal with those different issues that diabetes might be causing. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna check y'all out and I appreciate it.
No problem. Yes, sir. You too.
Right.
Thank you for calling.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
Okay. Hello, thank you for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yes, sir. Thank you for a difficult phone call.
No problem. sir. I surely appreciate that. That's what we're here for, to try to help educate people on what they need on this journey to better health and just on this journey to being better every day.
I'll be that way soon once I get my money together. Let you coach me to a better health. So I got high blood pressure and diabetes. I go to better health for myself. I'm 55 years old.
Yes, sir. I'll definitely be there. My name is Malcolm. So whenever you come by the shop, you can ask me and I'll be glad to help you with whatever issues you have going on. Yes, sir.
One other thing I like to speak on, you said about black-owned business.
Yes, sir.
Well, me being a black man owns my business because I can't get the support from my people. I said all of them, but really our people are like image and jealous of somebody once you get to do it. They think you're doing a better than you. They won't give you their business. They won't work for you harder they will their next person.
That's it. I understand. I've heard that and I've seen that myself. What kind of business is it that you have?
Well, I had a longer business once, and they have put me down, but I'm rebuilding them. I done learned a lot when I was once in business, so something I could better do to get better help.
Yes, sir.
Employees,
Yes, sir. Well, that's it. Well, I'm glad that you were able to figure it all out eventually, even though it took you a little bit longer than you wanted it. But that's part of starting a business, just figuring out those things when the bumps in the road come your way.
amen. One thing I know y'all speak highly of is God. Keep God in everything you do and seek Him out, and He'll help you with them trials and tribulations, and hard times, and rough times.
Yes, sir.
Hey, be blessed. Thank you for the phone call.
Thank you. Appreciate you calling in.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
You have a blessed.
Well, thanks for calling Herbal Blessings Hour of Power.
Yeah, I see that advertised. You do anything like that?
I've seen those advertisements. I'm not familiar with like the formulas that are in those, but I do know we have like beetroot capsules at the shop, and it's organic beetroot capsules, 100% beetroot. So beet is good for building up the blood, great for helping to add oxygen to the blood, boosting your energy levels. It can help remove toxins from your blood, and it's just good for heart health and general circulation throughout your body. So if you wanted to get like some beet capsules or something that's just gonna be good for your overall health, I would definitely recommend coming down to the shop and getting a beetroot capsule. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, you all. Well, it is about to be 6 o'clock, so it's about time to wrap up the show. If I don't have any more calls, I'm going to leave you all with this today. Revelation 22:2. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nation. Until next week, stay healthy, happy, and work every day to be the best you were created to be. Signing off, Plant-Based Family. And remember, even if you put